Hello students of class 6. Today we are going to discuss about the exercise of chapter 4, the rise of kingdoms and republicans. So first we'll discuss the short answer type questions. First question, state any two main factors which led to the establishment of Janapadas. The two main factors that led to the establishment of Janapadas are Aryans being agriculturists settled down and began to cultivate lands. Second point, with the growth and expansion of agriculture, their desire to acquire more and more land ended up in quarrels, wars, and conquest. Now, second question, define Janapadas. The word Janapada literally means a place where people put their feet and settled down. Third question, what were Mahajanapadas? The Janapadas transformed into large territorial kingdoms known as Mahajanapadas. Fourth question, name the most important Mahajanapadas. The most important Mahajanapadas are Vatsa, Kosala, Avanti, Magadha. Fifth question, who was the first ruler of Magadha? Bimbisara was the first ruler of Magadha. Next question, why was the annexation of Champa important? The annexation of Champa was important because Bimbisara conquered the less powerful neighboring states. Second point you can write, with annexation of Anga, he got control of river port of Champa. Ships full of merchandise sailed from the Ganga Delta to South India. Seventh question, why is Ajatashatru remembered in the history of Buddhism? Ajatashatru called the first Buddhist council in Rajgriha in 487 BC and will ever be remembered in the history of Buddhism for this. Eighth question, what was the significance of the birth of towns and cities? The birth of towns and cities was an important feature of this period because they became important centers of trade, commerce, and administration. Ninth question, mention any two features of the coins of Magadha period. The two features of coins of Magadha period are, the coins of this period were crude pieces of silver and copper with a design punched on them. These coins were manufactured with the help of special technique. So we have completed our short answers. Now we'll see exercise B, where you have to write name or state. So first question, this word means a place where people put their feet. Answer is Janapada. Second question, the most powerful Mahajanapadas. Answer is Magadha. Third question, three public welfare utilities. Answers are canals, wells, and roads. Fourth question, the two capital cities of Magadha and its two important kings. Answers are Rajgriha, Bimbisara, Pataliputra, Ajatashatru. Next, fifth question, two river ports and two sea ports of Magadha Empire. So, sea ports are Tamralipit, Supirika. River ports Patna, Champa. Sixth question, the four Varnas Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Seventh question, the four ashramas Brahmacharin, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasin. Eighth question, any four occupations of Magadha people: farming, musicians, carpenters, goldsmiths. Ninth question, the two most important religions of Magadha period: Jainism and Buddhism. 10th question, the last Nanda king, Dhanananda. Now we'll go to exercise C, that is long answer type questions. So first question is, what natural advantages did Magadha have in order to grow into a strong and rich kingdom? Write a detailed answer. So first point you can write strategic location. Rajgriha, the capital of Magadha, was surrounded by hills which made it difficult to conquer. Second point, fertile land and rich natural resources. For that explanation, the land was drained by many rivers which became carriers of trade, provided cheap water transport and continuous water supply. Rich soil led to agricultural prosperity. Rich deposits of iron ore in Chota Nagpur region enabled its rulers to make tools and weapons of good quality. Third point, ambitious rulers. Magadha had ambitious rulers who wanted to secure their kingdoms and expand their territories. They did this through matrimonial alliances, conquest, and annexations. Fourth point, military might. Magadha had a huge standing army and was the first to employ war elephants. Their good quality weapons made of iron enabled the warriors to conquer many lands. Next, we'll see the second question. How did Bimbisara proved to be an efficient ruler? Explain. Bimbisara was the first ruler of Magadha and his reign lasted for 52 years. His main policies were, you have to write the points and explain. Okay. So first point, matrimonial alliances. He married the sister of the Kosala king Prasenjit, who gave him the village of Kashi as dowry, and this strengthened his political position. Second point, conquest. He conquered the less powerful neighboring states with annexation of Anga. He got control of river port of Champa. Ships full of merchandise sailed from the Ganga Delta to South India and returned with precious stones and spices. Next point, friendly relationships. He made it a point to keep good relations with powerful rulers like that of Avanti. Next point, he exercised a rigid control over all his officers. Next point, laws were strict and he imposed severe punishments for various crimes. Next point, he cared about the welfare of his people. Next point, he had made roads and bridges built. Next point, he traveled from place to place to enquire about the happiness of his people. So next we'll see the next question, that is, write about the position of king and his administration under Magadhas. The kingdom was ruled by the king. The form of government was hereditary monarchy. The king was all powerful and important. He was treated like a god and lived in a beautiful palace with officials and servants to assist him. A council of advisors helped the king to rule the land. Heads of village also helped the king in administration. The king had power to collect taxes. He received a share from farmers as well as craftsmen. Next, we'll see the fourth question. Explain the village and town life of Magadha people. Most of the people lived in villages. Each village had a headman known as Gramini, who was the link between villagers and king. The villagers discussed the affairs of the village in the open and cooperated each other for public work. These villages were interlinked by road and by boats along the rivers. The towns and cities became important centers of trade, commerce, and administration. People living in cities were more civilized. Next, we'll see the next question, that is, state the reasons for the fall of Magadha. The last rulers of Magadha were fond of wealth and pleasure and did not govern well. They imposed heavy taxes on the common man, which made the kingdom internally weak. Cambodia and Gandhara in the northwest part of the empire were conquered by the foreign powers, which served a blow to the prestige of Magadhan Empire. The unpopularity of the last Nanda king, Dhanananda, apart from the reasons given above, gave Chandragupta Maurya the opportunity to establish the Mauryan Empire. So we have completed the long answer type questions. Next we'll see match the following. So in a republic, first one, in a republic, for that answer is E, the head of the state is elected. Second one, cottage industries, for that answer is D, textiles, metal craft and pottery. Third one, the last Nanda king, for that answer is A, Dhanananda. Fourth one, shrines, so for that the answer is B, Guild of Craftsmen. Fifth point is the invention of the coins, for that answer is C, encouraged trade and commerce. Next we'll discuss the fill in the blanks. First one, Dash was the first ruler of Magadha, Bimbisara. Second one, Bimbisara's three main policies were matrimonial alliances, conquest, and friendly relationships. Third one, Ajatashatru followed the policy of expansion and he built a fort which later became his new capital called Pataliputra. Fourth one, the dynasty of Bimbisara was overthrown by Shishunaga, the governor of Benares. Fifth point, the last Nanda king was defeated by Chandragupta Maurya. So children, today we have discussed the exercises of the chapter The Rise of Kingdoms and Republicans. So I hope everyone have copied the answers So write down all the answers except fill in the blanks and match the following in your copy and submit. Thank you children. Have a nice day.